got it.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACITV, man. Today we got 600 versus 051 Young Money, the Carnage in Chicago, man, from the Insider Hotspot YouTube channel. Congrats to Insider Hotspot on hitting 100,000 subscribers. If y'all ain't already subscribed to my guy, head on over and give him a sub, man. You know he always coming with that quality, man. So listen, Chicago, aka Chiraq, man, this war has been going on for decades, but it hasn't really been documented. Well, I say at least until the past 10 years, man, whether it be in music or to DJ Academics War in Chiraq series, man. You know, it's been multiple wars being fought in Chicago, including this one right here, 600 versus 051. You know, when I hear 051, I think of 051 Melly. I think of Driller. When I hear 600, Rondo number 9, L'A Capone, 600 Breezy takes 600. Y'all know. So listen, man, we ain't doing no more talking. We ain't wasting no more time. Let's get it.
Cheryl, tonight friends say it was a Chicago rapper who was gunned down here.
My understanding is that this was an individual who fancies himself as a rapper, but is also a member of a gang. There's been an ongoing conflict between his gang and another.
Chicago faces an epidemic of gun violence.
She literally described damn near every nigga in Chicago. Damn near every nigga is a rapper in a gang and is in a war with another gang.
His gang and another.
Chicago faces an epidemic of gun violence. This year alone, more than 2,100 people have been shot, more than 400 killed.
Then this Breezy want to be on IG talking about snappers on the way, doing 150 miles per hour. Why you went there yesterday with the snappers? Talking about. Then what Nemo say? I call up 46, they'll wipe your nose. Wait, that's what he said, PD.
He was talking about when Von died and like 600 Breezy said he was going to Baton Rouge. That's crazy. 400 killed in a year. That's like a damn war zone.
Wipe your nose. Wait, that's what he said, PD.
Hey, so took off 51st. Damn, body down.
What up, gang? Back with the real. You know what's the deal. We covered a lot about the gang war between rappers that's been dividing the streets. History just keep repeating itself as one loses his life, another plots revenge, and the get back gets locked in rotation. One of the most intense street beefs is a perfect example of this cycle of death and revenge. 051 Young Money and 600 a Chiraq have been locked in an ongoing beef that keep going back and forth on the scoreboard. These savages shoot bullets, and the basket is another's life. The streets is the court, and the game just never ends. Let's take a deeper look into the dynamics of the notorious 600 versus 051 Young Money beef. Chicago has a number of different gang sections based on the location of your hood. The crazy thing about all that's happening is that they so close to each other, even most of them growing up friends, going to the same school.
Look, this is what I be saying though. You look at O Block and then look at 63rd. Them niggas right down the street from each other. They grew up together. Some of them grew up in the other block before they moved to the other block. They all know each other. Like, they so close. Usually, like, it be gangs, you know, miles apart from each other in the city. This is like some Grand Theft Auto, Grove Street right here and the Ballers down the street type shit. Like, they super close.
Happening is that they so close to each other, even most of them growing up friends, going to the same school. But the hood has rules, and sadly, it's passed down from one generation to the next instead of trying to break it and bring unity. 600 and 051 are a product of their environment. 600 gang was founded by now slain members D-Thang and Lil Boo. The clique of savages eventually grew to have dominant members like L'A Capone, R.I.P., Rondo number 9, Buka, E-Day, Memo 600, Just Blow, D-Rose, C-Day, and Lil Steve, R.I.P., and resides on 60th and King Drive. 051 was a faction of the Mickey Cobra set, but was labeled a renegade gang for their independent and reckless movement. They was located more on the north of 600 at 51st Street in Cottage Grove, and is made up of notable members like 051 Melly, R.I.P., Driller, Rose, Lil Mark, R.I.P., Kiddo, A-Ro, Uchi, Fathead, R.I.P., Montana, and T-Streetz, R.I.P.
Well, all them RIPs, it's so crazy. This was all within what, probably like the last 10, 11 years? Like, this is how tragic this war is gotten, man. A lot of these guys are either dead or they in prison the rest of their life. Like, this shit is serious. It's like him listing off like the both sides, like 600 and 051, man. Both of these sides had a squad, boy.
RIP, Kiddo, A-Roll, Uchi, Fathead, RIP, Montana, and T-Streetz, RIP. What escalated the beef and set off the chain reaction to what took countless lives and to this day still strike fear throughout Chiraq was a hit on 051 member T-Streetz in 2011. The trigger man who caught Streetz lacking was M-Thang of 600. This kick-started the intense get-back between the two camps, of which many more fell after Streetz lost his life. The top shooter of 051, the Chiraq gravedigger, Melly, wasn't going to stand for the loss of his homie. 051 Melly and Kiddo are accredited as the ones that will retaliate on 600 and avenge they bro T-Streetz. On February 2nd, 2012, 600 Shaq will be murked on the 5900 block of South Calumet Avenue in Washington Park when he got going outside of a party to take a piss. Damn. He was pronounced dead on the scene with multiple bullet wounds when officials arrived.
It's so crazy because didn't OD from O Block, didn't he die? He died in 2011, and that's when O Block was born. So this war even started in 2011. So they both started around the same time. That's crazy.
Calumet Avenue in Washington Park when he got going outside of a party to take a piss. He was pronounced dead on the scene with multiple bullet wounds when officials arrived. Melly would taunt his passing later, talking about the details of the hit to his niece.
I'm one of them type of guys that be in the dark waiting for you when you gotta go pee at night. And I just get you, and you don't never come back to your parents again.
From there,
ain't no way he just told this little girl that. It ain't even processing in her mind, and he talking about a whole hit. These niggas is different, man.
And I just get you, and you don't never come back to your parents again.
From there, murk on sight was in full effect on both sides. While celebrations was in order from the Shaq, 600 was on the plotting, taking out their next target so that Shaq could rest in peace. They would find their next body, 051 Fathead. An eyewitness that was with Fats detailed the hit to the authorities after escaping with her life. She and Fats was heading to the corner.
Why the fuck would you make a witness statement in Chicago?
Detailed the hit to the authorities after escaping with her life. She and Fats was heading to the corner store at 69th Street and Emerald when she saw a newer model light gray van with both driver and passenger staring their direction. The van proceeded northbound on Union toward 69th Street as the witness along with Fats headed westbound on 70th Street. That's when a black male in a hooded sweatshirt, whom she recognized as the passenger of the van, murked Fats from behind. The witness stated that at that point she ran, and when looking back, she saw Fats on the ground with the shooter standing above him before offloading the clip. Fats lost his life in a gruesome manner, and soon the eyewitness, who would be rumored as his cousin Erica, will let the cat out the bag about what's what. C-Day was the one wearing the body like a badge of honor, and that was enough for 051 to spring into action. The unlucky victim on the end of their rage would be 600 Tricks, and the one to pull the plug on his life was the 051 Savage, Kiddo. Tricks was murked with the quickness, thinking he could talk greasy to Kiddo and get away with it after they already lost their boy Fats. He was found shot in the car in the Washington Park neighborhood on the south side. The beef was tied in a deadlock. As one up the skull, the other got their get back, and the thirst for revenge just kept increasing the pain, loss, and body count.
L'A Capone.
But that ain't matter when they couldn't see their mans no more. That grief caught up to the identified driver of the van when Fats was murked, L'A Capone of 600. Police reports the details that took his life outside a music studio.
I feel like if L'A Capone never got killed, he would be on Dirk's level right now. On some real shit. I feel like if L'A Capone never got killed, he would be on Dirk level right now. He was just starting to ascend up the ladder in Chicago too, man.
600. Police reports the details that took his life outside a music studio located on the second floor at 7034 South Stony Island in September 2013. Both LA and a witness that was with him exited the studio, where LA walked towards the alley. That's where the shooter shot him twice, one bullet entering at the back of his right thigh and exiting at his right groin, and the other lodging in the lower part of his back. LA would fight for his life while taken by the ambulance to Northwestern Hospital. The attending paramedic detailed LA, explaining that a car drove up in the alley, and the next thing he heard was like 5-6 shots before the shooter hopped back in the whip and dipped. LA would then lose consciousness and also his life. LA would deny knowing the person, keeping the street code till his last breath. Capone was 600 star player on the rap scene.
So he knew who did it, but he kept the code. He kept it silent until his last breath. Come on now, listen, that's really sticking to the street code. That's crazy. He said, I don't know who did it. Wow.
Keeping the street code till his last breath. Capone was 600 star player on the rap scene as well, so the hit hurt him in the streets along with their popularity in the industry. 051 was on a roll, with the ones involved for his hit rumored to be Rocco and Lil Mick getting their street cred up. 600 was down bad and had to level the playing field. Being unable to catch 051's top shooters, they hit back with the same energy, taking the life of 051 star rapper Lil Mark by the way of a headshot at the now famous bus stop. Accounts would differ on who was responsible for the hit, but most give credit to it being a collaborative effort between THF Twilla and 600 D Rose. Now superstar rapper and Chiraq Savage Lil Durk made a viral video of him clowning his 051 ops at said bus stop.
Hey, this bus stop right here though, this is a real famous place, yeah?
No, but I covered that in the 051 Melly video a few weeks back, so you can check it out. I'll link it in the description. By this point, the beef was taking so many lives that each side had to be feeling the weight of the loss and constantly looking over their shoulders while still hunting each other. But like I said, the buzzing never stops, and Lil Boo secured the next body for 600 when he murked 051 Polo. On June 30th, 2014, Polo and another victim was targeted in the 600 block of East 50th Place in the Hyde Park neighborhood. A 40-year-old resident of the area recalled hearing loud cracks, which him and his wife assumed to be the breaking of a tree branch, but upon hearing yelling, he would go outside to see the leaking Polo with bullet wounds to the chest. His wife would call the ambulance while he was holding Polo's hand, trying to keep him in the world of the living. Unfortunately, Polo lost the fight and passed away on the scene. The other victim would survive a shot wound to the arm. Police reports state that there was an exchange of words with persons inside the van before bullets began flying from the van. By this point, I damn near lost track of all the bodies between the two, but we've got one last hit that was carried out by 051 on 600. 051 Uchi would achieve the feat of catching head honcho 600 Lil Boo lacking, securing a huge win in the 051 vs 600 beef. That placed a huge dent in 600's armor, and they haven't been able to recover since. With many of the shooters between the two either being incarcerated or murked, the rate at which bodies was dropping have near come to a halt.
It's so crazy. I'm gonna let this ride out.
Hopefully, it's the sign of an end to their long-standing and bloody beef, but with more ops joining the battlefield, even if they find unity between each other, they'll have other rivals to protect from and retaliate on. RIP to all that were lost, and I hope some sense of peace is found by those who lost them.
Definitely, man. RIP to everybody lost in this war, man. It's so crazy because it's like at the point now, everybody either dead or locked up for the rest of their life. Like, you can't, is there even still a war going on, man? Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. 600 versus 051 Young Money, the Carnage in Chicago. Link down below in the description. Y'all want to check it out in its entirety, uninterrupted. If y'all new to the channel, y'all rock with me. Want daily reaction videos, hit that subscribe button for me. Until the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MANIACITV. I'm out.
I ain't gotta do too much. I swear that these niggas, they be doing too much. I ain't gotta